Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in. We're going to get a nice energy reading going. But how are you doing today? What you thinking about? What's reprogramming you today? Or what are you trying to remember? I feel a lot of blah energy. Just like it's a transition of something. There's a new chapter, obviously, with it being New Year's Eve and tomorrow being New Year's. It's not everybody's New Year's, by the way. For those who go off of a different calendar, maybe your New Year's is in April or February. It just depends on what calendar you follow or what you resonate with. But there is a shift. There is something's about to emerge, because it's definitely like a blah kind of energy going on right now. So let's see astrologically what's happening. Just get a feel for the energy. We're going to pull a card from the Oracle of the Sun. Okay. Holy Spirit. What's the energy? What wants to come out? Okay, now this is really funny. We have Mars in Leo, 5th house. So you might have Mars in the 5th house. Egotism. I just listened to an entire channeling on ego and becoming aware of your ego in the moment and speaking or working from that area. Because when we're aware of it, that's half the battle. A lot of people aren't even aware of when their ego comes out to play. And it's about understanding the ego so that we can feed it and we can create a healthy dynamic between the conscious self, the soul self, and the ego. Are we working from the soul, the I am, or are we working from our own personal ego because we feel like we have something to prove? Very interesting. All right. Are you creating something? Are you enacting some kind of action to self-express? A strange bird, half cockered, half man-crowned, standing proudly for all to see. Above is the Leo sun and a royal Egyptian scarab to show the imminent position of the cockerel. So somebody might have a reason. I mean, yes, somebody has a big ego, but for a good reason. Because they emanate like Egyptian royalty. The fiery planet Mars in the fiery sign Leo indicates that people with this sign planet aspect will be most fulfilled using their energy in expansive and showy creative ways. Doing things on a big scale has appeal for this character. More especially if an audience is involved. The tendency to take over and lead others is also strong for this personality type. This dynamic combination of planet and sign inevitably indicates a powerful mutual attraction with the opposite sex. Mars Leos have a strong sex drive that needs plenty of activity and appreciation. A great deal of this drive and passion could manifest itself as creative talent and would be worthwhile developing. Competitive sports and games have great appeal to people with this placement combination. And they usually have a talent for working with children in an entertaining or creative way. With Leo's entrepreneurial abilities, this card often indicates a talent for coaching the young in sports, at which Mars Leos can excel. The need for appreciation and admiration is strong. However, the Mars Leo personality makes for a great deal of showing off and over the top behavior. Negatively, this may appear to others as authoritative and dictatorial. When this card is drawn in a reading, questioners are advised to look at themselves and their current behavior with regard to the question. The egotism card may indicate that they need to be less bullying and to do more to earn the respect of others. Also, a dramatic performance, a great creative enterprise, forcing oneself into the lead, bullying others. So somebody might have, their family might be well off and they feel like they can get away with a lot and maybe even bullying others. So you're either dealing with this or you're being reminded to check yourself and your behavior. Somebody could work with kids. Actually, I believe this is only me from what I have experienced is the Great Spirit, the Most High, whoever it is for you, sends me messages through my son, through his artwork. Actually, when we were homeless a couple of years ago, he led us to a new location. So don't allow being an adult cloud your judgment, because there are souls that are younger in appearance, in this body, that are very spiritually progressed, more progressed than some people that have been on this planet, okay? Because they haven't been indoctrinated with the old energy that we had to find our way out of, that a lot of us had to find our way out of, and deprogram and reprogram the correct way to be, is what I'm going to say there. So, I could literally go on and on about this. I feel like there's a very specific deck that wants to be used right now for this. Also, speak your truth. Don't allow, if this annoys you, if something really bothers you, remember to speak your truth. You don't want to repress it and keep it down, because that is just going to cause disease in the body and cause energy to become stuck and stagnant, causing other things to manifest in our lives that we don't necessarily need or want. Okay. Oh, that's right. It is the Black Moon, isn't it? So we have the Black Moon deck. That's crazy, Spirit. I love that. This is by Blue Angel. I don't know who needs to hear that, but Blue Angel. Yeah, I forgot it's the Black Moon. So big ego energy. What are we dealing with, Spirit? 833. What are we dealing with, Spirit? Change. Okay. This is just getting crazy now. 43. 43 is really specific for somebody, which breaks down to a 7. There's some kind of creative, there's a genius coming in. There's a change, lunar eclipse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Uranus. This breaks down to a 7, and this is a 9. So 79 could be significant. There's a change in your genius. There's lunar eclipse. Let's see how this is going to pair up. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. The Buddha. A lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is directly aligned between the sun and the moon. The earth blocks out the sun's light, causing the moon to be in the earth's shadow. This can only happen during a full moon, and while the solar eclipse lasts only for a few minutes, the lunar eclipse lasts for hours. Ancient peoples were extremely frightened by eclipses because they believed a great serpent was taking bites out of the sun and moon. Okay. Eclipses can bring on times which seem shadowy and distorted, but they are not necessarily bad and should not be viewed as such. We are meant to be thrown off balance to make necessary changes. It is a time of seeing the light and focusing on something you have either put off or didn't exactly notice was coming up. So being thrown off balance with this egotism, change, somebody's changing their demeanor, their behavior, how they're approaching something. When the lunar eclipse card presents itself in a reading, dramatic changes are in store. Such changes will likely be unexpected ones, the kind that might seem hard or will take some special effort on your part. These will not be gradual, easy, barely noticed transformations. Your world may be rattled somewhat. That's what I was saying. It's like a blah, it's a transition. Something's about to happen. It will seem more like a revolution. Do not be alarmed, however, because this altering of your life is essential in getting you where you need to be. We are all here to share our gifts and lead others to theirs. It is never an easy path. Any number of things might happen. The ending or beginning of a transformative relationship, a change in life's path or job, or a change in where you live. Whatever it may be, it will be abrupt. Lunar eclipses hurl times of new ways of looking at things. This is why they can even bring on changes in eyeglass or contact lens prescriptions, or if you are lucky, a marked improvement in your eyesight. The moon also has a connection to the brain, thus you may find yourself more in tune with the unseen energies or experience moments of revelation. Whatever the issue, it has been brewing for a while. Things are about to bubble over. It could be a partner or would-be partner who wishes to take a relationship to a new level. Since the moon symbolizes our emotions, you probably already sense that this change should be and will not be completely surprised by it. But the force and dramatic nature of this shift may be unexpected. Expect to be thrown off balance. If the situation is something you have taken for granted and it collapses, then you will need to make a new start. In any event, you should start to see these efforts within the next 6 weeks and expect for an outcome to be completed within 6 months. This card also indicates cycles, and whatever seems lost at this time, you can be assured will return to you, perhaps in a different form, but most certainly better. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody's bringing there's a big change. So maybe somebody is calling somebody out on this bullying or this ego energy, or maybe you just need to be aware of your ego because something is changing. And I know during spiritual awakenings and these very powerful I am moments, your ego can get really big, and it's also a test. So check yourself, how you're thinking, what you believe that you deserve, and whatnot. Mm. There's so much I want to say, but it's scattered. So something is definitely, let's find out. That's why I was feeling this. That's why I was feeling this. Let's find out what this change is. I'll be using the Monsoon Tarot. I don't know, I grabbed it at the last second. So something's going to be happening at the last second. Just hold faith. Spirit loves to work like that. What is this change, Spirit? Give us something on this lunar eclipse change. 7 of Earth. Something you're investing in could change. Let me get more before I say any more. 7 of Earth, that's investments, that's Something you were planting, something you were planning on growing might change. What is the Seven of Earth, Spirit? Let us get some more on this. Hmm. 1511. A direction, a mental direction. We have the Six of Air, 76. Did you see that? Something is changing. See how she's like drifting down this water on this bed. You could be seeing rabbits. Whoa! Okay, we have the King of Air, the Hanged Man. Somebody is going to have to make a sacrifice. In order to reach this next level, something you're going to become aware of that needs to change and move in a new direction. It's going to take you somewhere a lot calmer, a lot more meant for you. You could be an air sign. You don't have to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You also might be, someone might be getting led to another individual who knows a lot, 1717, that knows a lot about what they're going through or what they're dealing with. But be careful of egotism. Remember to be aware if somebody's trying to be flashy and showy. Are they working from their ego? Are they genuinely trying to help? Are they expecting something in return? Are they not expecting something in return? Remember to use your discernment and be aware of the pressure in your stomach, your solar plexus, in this area right here. Like, does it make it feel tense and tight and uncomfortable? Or does it feel relaxed and like with the flow? Pay attention to this. If you are working with kids, maybe you're going to be changing that up and doing it in a different way because you see something different in a clearer way, but in a different way. What's their opportunity? What's their opportunity? Seven of Fire. Your opportunity. Your opportunity is you're going to find yourself in a savior position. Like, you are going to be the savior of your own life. Or maybe that's what you've realized, and that's causing, a little imbalance with the ego. We have to check our ego. Because yes, you're important. Yes, you're part of the all, the I am. You're very important. You're very special. But at the same time, you have to remember that so is everybody else, because they're all part of us. But standing up for your beliefs, you might be put in a position where you're asked to stand up for what you believe in. Try not to let your ego get in the way. Because yes, what you have is a clear seeing and a truth that was given to you, shown to you. Hold on to that. Wow, that's crazy. So we have, the egotism card, right? Mars and Leo. What do we have right here on her? We have Mars and we have Leo. So your opportunity is this Mars and Leo. God, there's so many different ways I could talk about this, from like the sexual energy and the egotism card and using it to channel, and maybe going abstinent, from sexual activity, and then learning a new way of utilizing that energy. There's also being shown the truth that you were put in that position, that you had to stand up for your beliefs and stand up for what you knew so that you could conquer this challenge and realize how powerful you actually are, which again leads to the inflated ego. But you can have a healthy ego too, but just not push your beliefs and your views onto others. Just being in a sharing, if somebody asks, then be open to share and help, but don't feel like you have to fix something. It's not your job to fix anything, just to be who you are. Yeah, I feel like somebody's definitely seeing who they truly are and how powerful they are, and what they've brought into their past situations, maybe how they contributed to manifesting it, and things that they didn't deal with, standing up for yourself, not letting anybody bully you. Because the age of bullying is over. It's changed forever. People view those types of behaviors from a very different perspective these days, which I'm so grateful for. Okay, what's their advice? I wasn't going to take reversals, but King of Fire in reverse. Be aware of the energies around you, but be aware of yourself. Again, it's like, don't let the fire get out of control. Even knowing that this is your throne and that you have a level head about you. I don't know why I just said that. That's not what I meant to say. Don't burn others around you with your fire, your light, because I know we can go into a period of wanting to share and tell everybody everything that we've learned and we've come into contact with, but what's really important is journaling those things and really understanding it on a deeper level yourself, instead of word vomiting to everybody, because not everybody's on the same conscious level. So use that fire for yourself. Remind yourself of how far you've come, what you've learned, what you've seen, what you know to be true. The Star. Don't allow your ego to exaggerate things either, or be aware and discerning of others who are working from their ego, who want to impress. So they exaggerate stories to make themselves seem very impressive. High consciousness beings don't need to do that. They already know that they get validation and affirmation from the Most High, and the signs and synchronicities that they see on a daily basis, reminding them that they are part of the all, they are part of the one, they are identifying matrix patterns, ego patterns, anything that's keeping them repressed and kept back. Also, something about Elsa from Frozen, I guess. Yeah. Devil at the bottom of the deck. So this hurt, this hole that constantly thinks it needs to be filled by other people or material things, is being healed. Or you're being advised to heal it. Yeah. Fine. We'll do environment. It's Spirit's like, do the environment. What environment are they in? Sure. What environment are they? Wow, that was really quick. Yeah. So there might be somebody that is working from their ego. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With the Queen of Fire here in reverse. I feel like somebody's becoming more aware of the energies that are around them. Yeah, somebody's eyes are becoming opened. They're seeing things very clearly. They're seeing the magic around them, but they're also identifying the energies that are working from their ego. And I don't think these people will ever be pleased and happy and feel fulfilled. 50 or 25, 52. Give me one more for this environment. Yeah. There's a lot of conflict here with the 5 of fire. I believe it's with a fire sign. Yeah, 3 of air at the bottom of the deck. Holy crap. This person caused or is causing a lot of heartbreak and just negative energy. It's almost like trying to put the blame and conflict on you. Sorry you're going through this. Remember the 7 of fire, okay? Remember this Aries Mars and Leo energy. You're very creative. You have a reason to have a healthy ego because you have your Egyptian royalty, and you've had a taste of the sun over here. Both of these cards have the same exact symbols on them. Mars and Leo, very creative, good with kids. If you have kids, then maybe, I don't know if you're dealing with one of your kids and it needs to be gone about in a different way. Or if there is just somebody in your environment that is causing conflict, causing negative energy, you need to speak your truth. You need to create that change or go with the flow of that change. What's the outcome, Spirit? What's the possible outcome to the situation? Oh, 6 of water, Scorpio energy. It's a 6 of cups, but being bandaged up from this entire situation, maybe meeting somebody new or finding somebody from your soul family. It could be a complete stranger and they just pop up at the right time. Or you take a course or a class and you end up meeting them and they have a familiar energy, like an at-home energy. Once you get through this trial, this is what is waiting for you. This nostalgic, familiar feeling of like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is home. Knowing you're fully protected. Whoa. The Fool. For your new beginning. Exactly. The World at the bottom of the deck, closing out cycles, jumping into this new cycle, knowing that you're protected, knowing that you'll be provided for, knowing that you did a great job. Look at all these bandages. You went through a lot. And now Spirit is like, hey, your reward is here. You handled this so well and elegantly and gracefully, and you just kept moving forward, even when it looked like really crappy and you didn't know where you were going to end up. This is really awesome, guys. So allow this change to happen. Set the intentions at the beginning of your day. Today's going to be a great day. You have a choice. You have a choice. So set the intentions. If you find yourself waking up and thinking of things that bring on negative feelings, then just become aware of it and change it. Be like, okay, I'll think about that later. Right now, I'm setting the intention. Today's going to be a great day, no matter what happens. Even when things don't go your way, remember, there's something hidden. There's something hidden in that what you deem bad or not a good situation. has a hidden treasure. So just change your perspective when things like pop up and you're like, oh my God, like now I got to deal with this. Instead be like, oh, this is like a little bonus that I'm being thrown by the universe and God, you know. It's disguising itself as, you know, maybe a situation that I would deem bad, but it actually turns out to end up gifting you something. And then you can look at the situation as like, I'm really glad that happened. You don't know. That's why we shouldn't label or judge any kind of situation, because we don't know what it's actually trying to show us and provide us so that we can move on to the next level. Because that's what spirit does. It loves us so much. It just wants us to show us the truth of something that's holding us back and that isn't working for us anymore. So with that, I love you. The universe loves you, and everything is working out for your best and your highest good. Also, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes and comments. They really mean a lot to me. They really help me, motivate me to want to deliver these messages, because I know even if it just resonates with one person, I'm doing something. So anyway, thank you. Peace.